強く強く輝いて消えた流れ星、ほら命が燃える。何かに怯え走り続けたその虚しさのしじまに、何を見て何を探してき
good vibes and car rides. Don't care cause you're not on my mind. Guess I've been alright this whole time, but since you asked, yeah, I've been fine. When you were mine, I forgot I could be fine without a girl to waste my time, oh. And I can't lie, girl, you can ride, but it doesn't keep me up at night. So don't go asking me how I've been, yeah, I bet you'd like to know. What a joke, there's nothing I owe anymore, but since you asked, yeah, I've been fine, just good vibes and car rides. Don't care cause you're not on my mind. Guess I've been alright Yeah, man.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another week of Find Me Alpha PMALCS League of Legends action. My name is Fleeting Panda. I will be streaming this game tonight. I don't have a co-caster currently, so we're just going to solo fly this what is. Anyways, we have GWUWU versus Ocean Everett, Millie Light. We're into picks and bans already, and here we go. Lulu being banned away first by GWUWU, who are going to be on the blue side first. In response, Ocean Everett, Millie Light going to ban away the Aurelian Soul. Next off the board is the Ivern, taken away from Tizzy. Nocturne going to be banned away from Lavin, who is subbing in for Zerno. I understand there's several subs in this match, so that should change things. Fizz going to be taken away here from Schmack as Smolder gets taken away here. No dragons for anybody. I don't know if anybody watched last night's LCK match, but Nongshim was able to hold off T1 for 50 minutes because of Smolder and only Smolder. So, blue team picking first here. What should they go for? It looks like a Maokai going to get locked in here. Could be jungle, could be support, could be top laner. You never know. Switching it over to the red side pick. I am also getting over being sick, so pardon me if I cough a lot in the microphone. Zeri going to be picked here for Ocean Everett, Millie Light, locking in their bot lane, and to follow that up with a Rel pick. Could be jungle, could be support. Not really sure.
The feeling that I get when you're this close,
Anyways, I hope you're all having a lovely Wednesday evening as we do some League of Legends. I try and get this mic to sound right. Seraphine, gonna be the pick here for GWUWUs. I'm guessing that is a Seraphine support, meaning this Maokai might end up jungle. I would be surprised if it's a mid lane pick for literally made as. Yeah, that just doesn't seem to fit his playstyle. Vi gonna be locked in here, so I really don't know what's going on here. My guess is that's Vi jungle, Maokai top lane, maybe. I don't really know. Yeah, don't know. Blitzcrank gonna be the pick here, so that is a Rel support, not support, Rel jungle. Tizzy on the Rel. Very interesting choice here is Blitzcrank. Gonna be brought in. This is Hoagie's Blitzcrank. Quite strong in years past, as Tom Kench can be taken away here from the top laner. Still quite not sure what their top lane pick is. Cassiopeia gonna be banned here, along with the Quick Nafiri ban. Definitely don't want to see that garbage, as everyone's playing it right now. Probably the simplest assassin to learn. Seraphine Maokai bot. That's all they play. Alright, general deal here with the info. This is a Seraphine Maokai bot lane. Malphite going to be banned away here from the Wilbrooks, as Ashen Everett Millie Light's going to have to blind pick something here. My guess is they blind pick a mid laner. Maybe. They might just pick Warwick, because Wilbrooks has been playing Warwick top. And it's going to be a Garen. Garen for the Wilbrooks. Spin to win. And we're going to spin the wheel to let the casino open here soon. Yeah. Yep, don't have any thoughts on that. Now it's over to Jimmy to pick something into the Garen, as Veigar gonna be picked here. They do play Veigar bot lane, this team. So, not 100% sure that is a Veigar going not mid. Yeah, you heard it. As Mundo going to be the pick here by Jimmy. Old Jimmy Big Balls into the Garen, and Azir locked in here for Schmack. Interesting choices here, as again, GWUWU going no ADC. So let's switch over to the starting rosters here. We have GWUWU with old Jimmy Big Balls in the top lane, Zerno being subbed out, so it's actually Lavin in the jungle. Literally mid laner. Fustis playing ADC. Well, APC, since it looks like it's a Seraphine, and Wall of Sound is the support. Over for Ashen Everett Millie Light, we have the Wilbrooks in the top lane. Tizzy, your jungler and the captain. Schmack, your mid laner. TTV Tenor, your bot laner. Hoagie, Logie, your support. So back to the draft. I am not entirely sure I like GWUWU's draft. That being said, I do expect them to get away with it. The only thing I could think of that may switch this game up would be the Azir. Oh. And I do have a co-caster. It is the one and only Sean Shannon, who I don't know if he's here. Oh, yes, he is here. There he is. Now we're unmuted in Discord. Welcome in, everybody, the one and only.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
We live?
you are. Yeah, we're live. Of course, we're live.
All right, let's go. We're super live.
Do you think this is amateur hour?
No, but what I do think it is Amateur League of Legends. Let's go.
All right. Can you see the draft? Do I need to send it to
Yeah,
you?
I'm looking at the stream right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I got an ad for Airheads. What is going on? Wow, I looked attractive in that emote. Dill, thanks. Malachi into Zeri-Rel. Okay.
It's a Maokai Seraphine bot lane with a Vi jungle, Vagar mid, and a Mundo top.
GWUWU is the name of one team.
Yeah, Grubby Wubbies.
Oh, okay. And then
We have the Ashen
Owen-
Everett Millie Light.
ooh. You always look attractive, baby. Shut the fuck up, Bill. Okay, so this is interesting. GWUWU is basically down the best team with no contest.
Yeah, they're
Is
currently
that
undefeated.
true?
Currently
Okay.
8-0. I think my team, the 2 Gwens, 1 Chalice, is 8-2 right now. We've played 1 extra week. So
Gotcha.
we are on a bye week this week. So we are not competing. So if Ashen Everett Millie Light does us a favor, then we take
It'll be
on
tied,
this
yeah.
team next week. And I would love to go into that one tied. But we shall see.
Okay, so let me see who's on these teams. Okay, we got Jimmy Big Balls. Is that Jimbo?
Yep, that's Jimbo.
All right, cool. I don't know Levin,
Lavin. Yeah.
and then okay, literally Nate Fustus and Wall of Sound. Okay, all the other ones just say enemy right now for me, so I don't know who the other team is.
So that is the Will Brooks in the top lane. Tizzy, here, I'll just pull it up for stream so they can see it. Tizzy is the captain. He is the jungler. Rookie Schmack in the mid lane. Tenor, the bot lane. And then Hoagie Wogie, which is Super Hoagie, as you know him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would hope
the
so.
support. Yeah, right. I mean, we keep finding
Okay.
new people to join the league. We actually have a ton of rookies in Black Division this split, so that's always great to see. Love new blood.
Yeah, I love people finding different ways to spread brotherhood and then flame them later. No, I'm just kidding. I've
The PMALCS
Yeah, it-
staple.
yeah. Guys, wouldn't it be fun if we were all brothers and loved each other and played League of Legends? 3 weeks into the season, I can't stand this.
You know, it's funny you
No,
say that because we've been playing this league since 2017, which is
Yeah, it's actually
7
so
years
insane. It's so insane to believe that because 2017, y'all did season 1 and season 2, and then I got here in season 3 in 2018. And I love what that PMA LCS started. I love what it's become through all the iterations that we still have like an active community, and it's just, you know, it's really great. I'm just without PMA LCS, I honestly don't know where I would be right
Oh,
now.
I would have quit this game by far. Like, this is the only reason I still play this godforsaken game. No cap.
I'll be 100% honest with you. I definitely love League of Legends, and I would still be, playing it. But I don't think I would be in esports the way that I am right now, without like people specifically like Greg, and then just my time being like a coach and a GM or TM at the time, and then on the mod team and everything. So without PMA LCS, I would not have a semi career in esports. So I owe everything to y'all here for kind of forging me in the fires of what is PMA LCS. But enough about me. That was the Men Bung Minute, as y'all love it. and missed it. I know everyone did.
Yep.
This team, the GWUWU, the Gwubby Wubbies, I can see why they're probably the best team. That's a lot of names that I know. And then Lavin, not sure, but on
He's
a Vi champion.
he came in like last split, I think.
Okay,
He's
cool.
relatively
Is this
new.
the upper division or
No,
is this
this is
the other?
lower division, black division.
Okay, cool. Wow, guys, we made the black division the lower division. Cancel
Yeah, right. Exactly.
every single
Yep,
one of you.
I know. Should have been red and gold, but you know.
Yeah, we
Mistakes
literally
are
had
made.
this talk. Like, we had this talk the first time we did split divisions. I remember it was so funny. But anyway, it's all good. I love this league. They drafted really well. I also think that Osh and Everett Millie Light choosing Zeri first when things like the point and clicks from Maokai were already picked, and then the Vi coming in. The only thing I will say is that it'll be on the side of OEML to just kind of play through, I guess, like top lane or around like getting grubs and stuff. Because when you from the side of GWUWU is how I'll just call them, it's just a super scaling comp, right? Like the later this game goes, the better they are. They have a great front line. They got Vigar stacks and they got Seraphine. So they have very little AD damage when it comes down to it. Do we pause at 10 or something?
Yeah, I'm paused at 13.
Okay, 13. Let me get to 13 then.
Oops. I'm
All right.
now at 14.
All right. I'm at 14. Tell me when.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
All right. Now I got to switch this thing back. There, this button. There we go. Haha. Do you remember how to do this? It's been actually a hot minute or two since I've streamed a game from PMALCS. Anyways, we're going to see the red invade. No, yeah. Nope. Nope. Never mind. It's
Mouse issues. Dude, we're not even 35 seconds in and there's already a PMALCS pause. I love this. Oh, I love it so much.
Never mind. The pause is gone. And it's going to get spotted out. Away we go.
Necro guy with flame in the Twitch chat saying that he doesn't need a mouse
Come on,
because he's
people,
playing
gamble.
Seraphine.
I'm not gambling.
Yeah.
I'm running this thing. Oop, I just froze.
Oh, yeah, me too. I did.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think that happens when they pause.
Oh, there it goes back.
Right?
I'm at 57,
Yep.
58.
Yep,
1 minute.
same
Yep.
with me.
All right, cool. All right, so they're going to see the Maokai back here. He's sitting on a ward. I don't think he knows that. As Schmack's going to take some early damage here from literally Nate.
You know, literally Nate's literally been in this league since I think around season 4 or 5. Some
Yeah.
great names right here.
Something like that.
Yeah. Also, Will Bricks, the OG in the game right now.
Jimmy, I think, is also an OG. So is Fustus. And Hoagie.
Boostus, really?
Hoagie has also been around for a long time. Yeah, he was a...
Yeah.
Fustus used to be known as that random guy.
Yeah, that random guy, you know. Yeah, I remember that. But I didn't know he was there from season 1.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Yep. All right, so Hoagie on a hook champion. Color me surprised.
I like it. I think, one of the ways that this team is going to have success is by finding picks. And putting Hoagie on Blitzcrank is a great way to create some picks.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I honestly think that if this somehow Hoagie doesn't have level 2.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, there we go.
As
Knock him up,
going on
baby!
to Wall of Sound. Wall of Sound is going to go down in first blood. 2 tenor games ignite there. And as we were just talking about, Hoagie creating those opportunities. Well done there with the knock up and then the hook.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was so funny. They probably zoned the enemy team away from experience so much they were outside of experience range themselves. But yeah, really good. And also, Hoagie's pick here of the Blitzcrank is going to have to be the deciding factor in this game for OEML. As there is the only way of disrupting the death ball that will be happening later on in the game. And as long as you're not hooking Mundo, you should be fine.
Yeah, you say that, and then in my ranked games, what happens? The Mundo is the one that gets hooked into me.
Well, is it Hoagie in your ranked
it's
games?
not Hoagie, that's fair. As
Okay,
Will Brooks gonna go in here and fight Jimmy and have to flash for his life. No Ignite used by Will Brooks, and he doesn't have Teleport. Ooh, this could get rough. But the minion wave is going to die, and Jimmy's going to have to back off here.
Yeah, maybe Will Brooks is just spam. Wait, am I having another game go on right now? What's going on? Oh, I had another stream on as. Oh, we see a gank on the mid lane.
Yep, as Schmacked here is going to get found out. He's going to have to flash away. Hoagie's going to hook somebody in, though.
No!
Oh, that was...
Oh, thank God it was literally an HW. I literally thought Hoagie just killed his mid laner. Oh man.
Because now we're going to fight over this bot scuttle as Event Horizon going to be used. Hoagie just going to dance around in a circle there. As looks like we're going to step back a bit. Lavin looks like he wants to contest, but that's already gone.
Yep. And Will Brooks, honestly, this can be a really good lane for him. Okay, now
Ignite him. We're going back to bot lane here as Hoagie's going to hook Wall of Sound, and I think that's going to be it. And meanwhile, Jimmy gets away with what looks like about 100, no, less than 100, about 50 HP. And Ignite was used by Will Brooks, so he was not able to secure that kill. Unfortunate, but he did get Jimmy's flash. Oh.
Yeah, and now there's... Oh!
More rocket grab.
Will?
Oh. And Will gets found out. Poor Will. Lavin gonna go walk in and secure himself a solo kill. Well, not a solo kill, I guess Jimmy was there.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. God, I love PMALCS.
Oh, this is really unfortunate for Will. He's gonna lose a huge wave here.
Yeah.
And with that top pressure.
Yeah, they're gonna get some of the grubs. What are your thoughts on grubs?
They're useful and also not at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, they're great if you're like ahead and like winning, but there's no reason to like concede objectives across the map for them, as looks like GWUWUs are doing here. It is their name, GWUWUs, so you know I would expect them to prioritize it, but they are going to lose this first streak for it.
Yeah, I do think that is like it's nice because there's something to contest at the same time as first Drake, right? So I definitely think the first dragon is not as valuable, but if you can get the grubs, because it gives you that extra XP if you are the jungler who takes it down soon, as Schmack's getting schmacked by literally Nate right now.
Yeah, very nice Event Horizon that Schmack just walks into. Gonna take death from above, or whatever that's called. Dark matter.
Yeah, it's just a flesh wound. It's fine.
Yeah, tis a flesh wound. Only like half your HP. He's gonna get hit by it again.
Oh, no!
Dark matter.
Oh, okay. Not so much of now his arms off.
Yeah, now we might be missing a couple limbs.
Yeah, it's only a flesh wound. That's still technically a flesh wound by Monty Python standards. No, yeah, I do like grubs early. Also, if you want to, like, what a lot of teams do at like the highest level too, is if they just want to take one, and so that you can get that extra XP for the first one that you take, and then if your bot lane's in a good position, then you'll be able to, like, you know, contest the actual Drake take.
Right.
But when you're a team like GWUWUs, not only is it your namesake, your bot lane is Seraphine Malachi. You're not going to have Prio in that bot lane anyway, so you might as well just go concede the first two Drakes. This is more of what I call a third Drake type of comp, that they want to come online at that third Drake fight and then team fight.
Right. Plus, they're not going to get a whole lot of power out of those early grubs anyways, because they're not going to be hitting towers.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he gets hit by the Event Horizon, and he's super low. Nate's going to flash in, hit him with the Yeah, whatever
Primordial
that primordial burst, and that's going to secure a kill on Schmack.
Yeah, Schmack just getting smacked around by the Yordle in the mid lane.
Lavin is going to go in. Doesn't have 6, though.
Do it! Oh,
Do it.
Grab, just grab,
Somebody
Hoagie!
grab.
Hook!
Oh, here we go. Hoagie going to get hit. The Encore coming out, and Fustus going to secure the kill.
Yeah. It's
Surprised there's a Vi in that bush.
yeah. Just a bit unfortunate right there.
Hell yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know ability names.
We know.
Yeah.
We play League of Legends.
Sometimes, you know.
I sometimes dabble in the League of Legending. Yeah. Right now we're looking around a 2,000 gold lead, which for the early game is fairly nice, especially for the team that does scale, right? And you kind of are looking at like, I would say this: if this is apparently something that grubby rubbies do a whole lot, you either need to get rid of the Seraphine if you can't punish other lanes or punish it, right? Or if you're gonna give them the Seraphine, you have to go punish other lanes, right? So, like this Blitzcrank, don't lane bot. Go somewhere else.
You say that right now as Super Hoagie. You're going to walk right in.
Yeah, let's
hit him
do
with
it!
The power fist. And he's going to hit the rocket grab. Hits the rocket grab, but that pulls him away from the Sand Soldiers. As this is a little all over the place. As literally Nate's going to go down, but at what cost? Hoagie going to have to flash away. Lavin going to flash back after him. And Schmack looks like he is stuck, but he's just going to walk out Wall of Sound. Not going to get the kill as Tizzy's getting tower shots down the Wall of Sound. And going to flash forward himself, and Wall of Sound going to get cleaned up at the end of this. So that is a 2-for-1 overall for Ashen Everett Millie Light.
What a blunder of a sequence to have a hook and take away the damage from the Azir shuffle, but they still get the kill and, more importantly, get the gold in the right place. As here we go, Tenor.
Tenor trying to get the damages out, but that root going to keep him away as Fustus going to try and clear this wave just a little bit. But, yeah, as meanwhile, Grubby Wubbies have gotten all 6 grubs.
Oh, man. Grubby Wubbies. Yeah.
They don't have a bear. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Tenor, though, going to pick himself up a plate.
Yep. A little plate right there. I want to see exactly like that. We've had the exact opposite of caster curses today.
As Schmack gonna walk into an event horizon, and Schmack,
oh my god,
is no longer on the map. Oh, but the hook gonna land on a Wall of Sound over this. There's a blast cone though. She's gonna get him back out, but Tenor's gonna go over, finds Lavin, and mistakes
get the blue buff.
And,
come on.
Hoagie gonna hit the power fist.
Oh
again.
no.
Looks like the Event Horizon is going to dissuade anything. Encore coming out. Hoagie's getting caught. TP coming in here, but this looks a little late as it's still a 3v2, and I'm not too sure about this.
Well, I mean, I can tell you this. They only have Vi ult up and available, but Zeri is far away. Bit unfortunate, but yeah. That blast plant being available saved Wall of Sound's life and could have, made it to where it was, maybe a second dragon for the side of OEML. But as it stands, it's a 3,000 gold lead now, and Drakes are split. As it looks like Jimmy is just pounding on this tower, man.
Jimmy is smacking away, and he is about 50 CS up right now on Will Brooks. As Wall of Sound trying to get away, going to get hit by the rocket. And Tizzy is there to help out. Wall of Sound, will he get away? He is on fire, and no, Tenor gonna secure that kill.
I need to eat my pizza. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Alright, that's fine. So that tower top lane looks like it has 1 HP. It's probably gonna go down here on the next push. So Will Brooks got to be careful here. I don't know if you want to take this fight, as he's gonna Q the minion, and Jimmy's just gonna walk up. Yep, smack No more tower. Will Brooks, you gonna have to flash over the wall. And he will get away, but does concede that first tower as he's gonna get spotted by a blue ward here.
Yeah. A little bit rough in that top lane right there as double the CS right now and the first tower being taken is pretty big.
Let's take a look at Will's build here. He rushed the Berserker's Greaves. I don't know. I don't play a whole lot of Garen, but that just seems not what you want as Schmack going to go into the event horizon again and get away with about 10% HP. Oof, that is not fun.
Yeah, I'll say this. Berserker's Greaves are fine, but usually I don't know if it's like Black Cleaver. Also, the one item I need to see from any of these people is any grievous wounds, because this team heals a lot.
Oh, Encore going to miss wide to the middle, as that's not what the Buffalo Bills want to hear, and another tower going away.
Watch it.
Hey, I thought you were a Houston fan.
I am, but I live in Buffalo right now.
As the hook's going to land on the
Oh!
but not on the big enough minion wave. As meanwhile, GWUWU is going to secure the Rift Mill, playing to that strong top side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, I feel really bad if like I'm. Yeah, Strikebreaker's really good. Strike got a buff recently too, and he's into like 3 melee champions too, which is fine.
He does have a shield though, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think it's because he might be building Trinity Force. I will say, if you're tenor, you're like, guys, I'm getting kind of strong. I'm 3-0. You know, I'm feeling kind of good. What do we think, guys? What do we think? And then you realize that the enemy team has these champions called Vigar, and Malachi. And then you're not feeling so great. So, yeah.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good anymore. Yeah, Dragon coming up here in about a minute.
Yeah, very true.
No TP for Will Brooks, so they're going to have to, I think, split the map here. Maybe try and concede it, as it looks like the Power Fist is going to miss. Not Power Fist, Rocket Fist, that's the ability.
Yeah, Foos is flashing away from that.
Oh, the Nox going to interrupt Jimmy's back as Schmack's going to come in here. Will they be able to secure the kill onto Jimmy as he is surrounded by 3? He flashes over the wall, going to get the knock. Little cleaver onto Will Brooks. And Jimmy going to survive a 3v1.
I believe the lore says that Mundo goes where he pleases, and Jimmy is doing just that. He takes on 3, leaves, drops his briefcase, and no questions asked.
Yep, as that Dragon now 15 seconds away. I think if you are Austin Everett Millie Light, you've got to be looking for a pick here. As Hoagie's going to go in, but he doesn't know there's 4 others around the corner. Encore going to hit both, as Hoagie now going to get taken down by literally Nate. And I think now you're just going to concede to the Dragon. Some unfortunate timing right there.
Yeah. And speaking of an unfortunate, we're at 17 minutes, and it is a 5K gold lead, and they are the team that outscales, and in my opinion, also has the ease of execution with this comp. This Garen, unfortunately, has the lowest farm in the game for anyone who farms, you know, so supports withstanding. And it's just a really tough. I think they're going to try to make a play, though.
Tenor's having to flash away. He burns that flash as here comes that teleport from Jimmy, and it is a 3v4 as Tizzy going to get knocked up here and then taken away. Lavin, though, going to get hooked underneath the tower. He's taking tower shots. Lavin going to go down as Jimmy gets a double kill. Tenor trying to dance around, but he's going to go into the event horizon. Literally, Nate picks up another kill for himself. Schmack now finds himself in the middle of 4, and he's probably wishing that he had some more friends to help him, but they're all dead. Gonna get hit here. Now he's trapped in the event
All my
horizon.
friends are dead.
And Schmacked, getting taken down by Lily. Those grubs coming in key right here is goodbye tower. I think it was at like 30%
Yeah,
HP.
all 3 out of
It's gone. As Will Brooks
Yeah,
took tower shots here.
30% with 30% with demolish from Mundo and 6 grubs means that tower is not long for this world. And I was just talking about a 5,000 gold lead, Panda.
Yeah.
That thing's not 5,500.
I think it's
pushing up on
6,500 because 33
Yeah.
minus 27 is 6.
They don't pay me to cast and do math, okay? They don't even pay me.
Exactly. Who's getting paid here? I'm not getting paid. All right. Well, if
making
you're
sure you're
Ashen
awake.
Everett,
It's all
Billy
good.
Light, what do you try and do here?
If I'm being honest, we talked about next draft because the only way that this is going to work is that you continue to make plays as 4 on one side to one person, right? You have to overload one side and just like get more people there. But the problem is like their damage right now is really, really low. This is not the guy you want to be overloading on, though.
Magna Storm going to be used onto Jimmy alone. And Jimmy is going to get taken down here. Will Brooks does secure the kill. Wall of Sound finds the rest of him. His Encore is going to disrupt this. Wall of Sound looks like the next target. And he is going to get taken down. Zeri chasing off the Seraphine. But meanwhile, bot lane. Literally, Nate probably going to smack this tower down. As Baron is spawning right now. So
they're going to pull Baron right now. That's what they're going to do. Oh, man. They're about to get wiped.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, literally Nate does have a teleport. As Azir is not
Where
here
is
to
Azir?
damage. Why Azir is going to stop this.
Guys.
And Azir
He's going to get hit in the face.
misses the event horizon just barely. But you need Azir if you're going to try to do this. As Lavin now going to find Super Hoagie. And I do believe that is... Super Hoagie's alive. Not anymore. As Lavin now trying to get away from Will Brooks as the spindle wind's coming out. Tizzy's going to slow him up just a little bit, but here's Jimmy. And Mundo says hello and has my briefcase. As Tizzy now finds himself in the Baron pit with 4 of them, and Jimmy secures that kill. And they are going to start the Baron.
So you can just tell by looking at the map that that Baron call was a split call. I think if Azir stays, they can actually try to threaten to get it, but they will lose the inhib. But when you're behind, you have to be okay with taking some losses. Now that GWUWUs have the Baron wearing, there you go.
The Baron.
All right. Yeah, exactly. I just hope that they just all group as 4 or 5 and just look to force down through mid or top, honestly, and kind of end this game.
Yeah, goodbye tower. Is Jimmy gonna get
Yeah.
the Heartsteel proc off, hit Will Brooks with the cleaver, and I think they just push whatever tower they want at this point. I don't really know why you would send somebody bot.
Yeah, I just want them to end the game. They're so far ahead. They're 10,500 gold a game. This actually looks like an LCS game with the gold graphs and not a PMA LCS game, mind you.
Oh, is Jimmy going to get found by 5? It looks like that was the target as Tenor going to chase him over the wall. Tenor going to get hit by the cleaver, not be able to secure the kill as Nate is in the base on the Nexus towers. They may get a Nexus tower for this.
Yeah, remember when I said that wasn't the guy that you wanted to go on? That's why it's not the guy you want to go on.
Nate gonna flash away. Hoagie gonna hit him. The Primordial Burst was used right there onto a full health Hoagie. As Nate gonna get himself killed here. There is a big shutdown for the Azir. As they're gonna stave off this final push for a little bit. As the Mountain Drake is up, and GWUWU is going to go and take that.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day,
Hey, we gotta look at the little
all
wins
right.
here.
Little wins. Okay, little win.
They got the shutdown on
That's all I
the
got.
Vagar. It's now a 10k gold lead instead of an 11k gold lead.
I think it's about 10,500 because 45.7 minus 35.3.
It was
You know,
like 12k, so you know. Close enough. Good enough for Jazz.
yeah, good enough for Jazz. Good enough for me.
Good enough
right.
for, yeah. There we go.
You like Jazz, Panda?
It's alright. It's on my
Yeah,
playlist, you know. Yeah,
you know,
I can have a little bit.
I know that Azir's name is Schmack, but literally Nate has been doing the lick on him. And
Not Fustus.
that no, it wouldn't be Foos. It's like, do you think any of these guys even like music?
Definitely not. It's not a music fraternity for anything. Nobody saw that smite.
I agree.
I don't know what's all about, but,
I saw the smite.
they're gonna siege here.
I don't-
Hoagie, power fist misses wide to the left. Sounds like a field goal kicker. We know. Too soon. It was wide right, wasn't it?
Like, yeah, wide right is
So wide to the
the
left.
two
would be
words you don't
okay.
want to hear in Buffalo. I mean, it would be different, but it would still hurt all the same.
Hoagie gonna get hit by the dark matter as he's gonna be able to speed away. Jimmy's gonna chase after him, secure him with the fever as the primordial burst goes on to Schmack. Tenor though still alive, still doing lots of damage as Jimmy gonna get away with barely all the dark matter.
Oh
Tenor,
my
and he
God.
is not long for this world. Will Brooks also not long as he's trapped in the minions, and this looks like game one over to GWUWU's.
Yeah. Now I don't know what Austin Everett Millie Light is gonna do, but I need to see more proactive picks, right? And if you can't deal with the Seraphine type lanes, just ban it, right? And maybe they can get some of the ease of the execution stuff, like a Vi or a Maokai or something like that. That's what I would say. Ease of execution and more ways to attack. I got a report feedback after watching that game, so that's pretty cool.
There we go. Somebody reported something. Yeah, I think one of the things you got to do is you got to get rid of the Seraphine. If this is what they're going to do, they're just going to play Seraphine bot lane. You probably should just think about getting rid of it. I'm not sure what you drop from your bans to do that, but should be something to be considered. Oh, they banned both Dragons and Nocturne. Yeah, that's going to be kind of tough. You're giving up something for good there. But we're going to take a slight break here as we get ready for game number 2. Stick around and listen to some Super Galaxy Rumble. We'll be right back.
Nice. I'm going to eat.
What?
I'm going to eat some pizza right now.
There we go. Stuff your face and we'll be back in 5.
Yep.
We are back at it. Game 2, PMA LCS. Austin Everett Billy Light versus GWUWU, and the bands are already going through. It looks like they didn't change the bands at all for Austin Everett Billy Light. It is the same bands. They are going to pick the Seraphine first, as none of those bands changed, I think, actually.
Yeah, I guess not. I do like the Seraphine takeaway. That is definitely good. So really, really good.
Yeah, that's a nice pivot. I guess you don't need to waste the band. Oh, you can definitely play it. So yeah, good idea. They're still gonna get the Maokai though for I don't know where that's gonna go. I guess that could go like 3 different places, but whatever.
Love it.
Love it. Taking a quick live look at the other game right now. It looks like Fletcher's Angels is winning that one versus Hook'em and Book'em.
Nice. And that's the red division?
Nope, that's another Black Division game. Only Black Division games this week. As
oh wow.
Yeah, Red Division. Fletcher's Angels. It's not he's streaming.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think
I was about to be like, what?
Yeah. Anyways. Zig's going to be picked up here for GWUWU. That might be a Zig's bot lane. Is Ash going to be the selection for the ADC?
Now, I mean, technically it can be Ash, support, and Seraphine, but yeah, I know Hoagie as the Ash player previously, and Aleeson. Okay, this is more proactivity. I do like this. I do think it is quite hard into the Maokai and then Ziggs later, but you know, there's a lot of setup around level 6 in the bot lane so far, and that even could technically be a Seraphine mid, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to tell here at this point with a lot of flexibility. As we're going to see the Jarvan picked up here in Cassio and the Fury banned away, and there goes Will Brooks's Malphite.
Yeah, unfortunate. I've heard rumors that people are actually more afraid of Will Brooks's Malphite than OP's, because at least with OP's, you know he's going to end multiple times. So.
Have you seen OP play Tristana? It's like the same thing. In goes champion, must go in.
Yeah, champion goes in, I will.
yeah, definitely. I don't know why he doesn't play Lee Sin or something else like that.
Yeah, imagine if he played like Janna. That'd be great, right?
This is interesting. That's not a Jarvan jungle. That's a Vi jungle. Jarvan top?
Jarvan top or possibly
Jarvan support.
Yeah, and like Maokai top for Jimmy.
Yeah. I think this is an interesting pick. I almost prefer the brand. They showed a brand briefly and then switched it to Vi. Because right now, I think this team lacks a little bit of damage. The Veigar are going to be selected here for Schmacked, so he's going to turn around and do it to Nate.
Okay, so Jimmy has been spamming J4 top. They should have absolutely seen it coming. Let's see what their answer to it is. Maybe like a Gragas? That's a good one.
Does Will Brooks play
no.
it? He's going to choose the Mordekaiser.
Okay, Merc tread value is through the roof for red team.
Yeah, although there is an Ash and a Lee Sin, so there's still a fair amount of attack damage. So you can't just...
Yeah, but like you can't... You could definitely... Everyone buy Merc treads if your name is not Ziggs, because you'll get out of Mortal faster, the Event Horizon, the Ash Arrow, the Seraphine ult, and the double root. As Aurelia, that's literally Nate's champion.
Yep. Sure. That's an interesting one, though, because Veigar just puts the cage down, and then where does Aurelia go?
Forward, because that's what the champion does. Duh. Go ask OP. He knows. He knows what forward
Aurelia.
is. But he knows what forward is. Wait,
Yes.
does Nate play Aurelia? I don't know, Necro Guy. Do you play Renekton?
Does a bear poop in the woods?
No, but a Bear Jr. shits in the woods. Oh my god. That was the first team. Bear Jr. poops in the woods, man. That was Bear Jr. Fustus was on that team as random guy with
Yeah.
who else was there? I think it was Hiramar? No. Baja Blast Lover was the mid lane with Hillary Clinton. And I forget
Boston.
who the jungler was for that team.
Wasn't it Bear?
No, Bear was support that time. It was Bear and Fustus bot lane when it was random guy, Baja Blast Lover mid, and I want to say it was like not maybe it wasn't Sir Everett's, but the other Max who jungled. Maybe
Oh,
wasn't there another Max?
Iron.
I don't know.
Brew
Anyway,
or something. I don't. Forget. Yeah, that was so long ago.
oh God.
God, I can
That was
probably
literally
find
season 3.
it. Good God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, looking at these, what do you like of each team comp?
Well, I mean, again, we have kind of the
Micro
Peen. What Dill? What the hell? First off, and I knew that Dill. I knew it wasn't Hiramar because Hiramar was on Dylan's team
Yeah, it was the
that
Dillons.
year. Whatever. Dylan, what was your team in season
that-
3? Come on.
Big anime titties.
Yes, with Light Pulse and Hiramar and General Dill, and then I
think
forget who his
Opie
bot lane was.
And Gert were the bot lane for that.
Yeah, Opie Gert. Yeah. Because that was Sciorn. That was Sciorn, dude.
Long
Hiramar.
animation
Oh yeah.
ones.
Okay, then who was your mid laner for Bat? Nolan. Ah, yeah.
He's in Korea right
Good old
now,
Nolan.
I think.
Is he still in the army?
Yeah. I thought he was going to
Damn.
Korea.
I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody in this for a long time, but
That's fair.
yeah.
All right, back on
But,
track here
okay.
from our.
But I do think there's a lot of engage tools for the side of GWUWU, and they still have their scaling with the Ziggs, right?
Yeah.
Though I will say that you did point out, and I'm not sure about this Jarvan build, right? It could be a lack of damage, right? Consistent damage over time, whereas Ocean Everett Millie Lights do have quite a bit of damage, and we do see it is going to be that, Ash ADC and the Seraphine support. So those are, we do have options. And in terms of like scaling, it actually favors, I think, the side of Ocean Everett Millie Lights, though the ease of execution is not there. But they do have a lot of good disengage tools, like the Vagar Cage if they do come in, the Seraphine Encore, and the Mordekaiser to send someone to Brazil. So,
Brazil. I thought it was Bolivia.
they're right next to each other.
Or Madagascar.
Yeah,
Or Sri Lanka.
Mordekaiser. It's
Or
actually
Taiwan.
Mordekaiser.
How about Australia?
I'd actually want to go to Australia. You could send me there. You could actually send me to Brazil too. I don't care. Let's talk about. Never mind. I was gonna. Yeah. Let's just send them to we're gonna go the Yu-Gi-Oh reference, the Shadow Realm.
There we go.
Yeah. That's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
But
duel.
yeah, exactly. In the Shadow Realm. I want to just see what Tizzy does in the early game if he is going to play around the bot lane. Now, in the same way that I told last game for Red Side, when they had the Blitzcrank to move around, Malachi should be the one moving around. And I think with Vi, to try to punish this Vigar and Mordekaiser or invade the Lee Sin. That's what I would think.
Yeah, that'd be my expectation. I think Aurelia is also getting a couple shoves off here, and she's going to be a little bit more present in the skirmishes. as we are now loading into game. But yeah, I think you're correct. Over time, I think this GWUWU's team does lack sustained damage over time if they cannot get Irelia just dancing around. If Irelia can dance around, they'll be fine. But with the event horizon, I really do wonder about that. Not to mention the amount of interrupt that this team has in their kits. Ash Arrow, Seraphine, Encore, Lee Sin Kick, and Mordekaiser Death Realm.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I also want to note that last game's Vi did not have a skin, but this game's Vi has the best Vi skin. And I will preach this to the end of time that Neon Strike Vi was the best release skin ever because it was one of the only release skins to like have its own custom back animation when it first came out. And it looks so cool. It reminds me of Mega Man with just blue hair. And a girl and big fist, but besides that, it's exactly the same thing.
You're on crack. It's Officer Vi.
Officer, I hate the officer skin line.
You're on crack.
All right, pausing at when?
Now 12.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
And then we gotta hit this button, and then this button, and then this button. And then, woo, we can scroll. As we're going to see another invade here. That's not the button I want. I don't want that button. I found it already. I'm a genius.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
In goes blue team. They're going to find Fustus here, but they don't have a hook. Oh, but the Seraphine grab's going to hit. In goes Lee Sin, and Fustus walks back and forth, and he's going to give first blood over to Schmacked.
I really liked that. Now, I don't know how Will Brooks didn't get any part of that, but yeah, also they think Seraphine flashed because they just pinged it, and there was no flash whatsoever. So...
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
That's interesting. So maybe we're going to see a bot gank early by Lavin. Going to try and punish the supposed non-existent Seraphine flash.
Yeah, it's going to be like the double lift clip where he's like, no flash, instantly flashes. What the hell? Guys, you said...
You said
there
was no flash.
I do like that they gave the kill over to like one of their carries. Right, this is nice. And, he's just going to be farming it up. So this is really nice. It's literally they will be looking to get this prow early for sure.
Yeah, and with that win game 1, that does mean GWUWUs will go into week 7 for sure as the league leaders. So we're going to try to knock them off their perch, but looks like a tough ask.
That is definitely awesome. As I think someone joined, I have no idea.
Coming out here as literally Nate gonna dash in. Schmack's getting ignited, and literally Nate's taking tower shots. Oh, but the flash is coming out. Tizzy, I don't think got it because Nate's still alive.
How did either that live? I don't even know. That's crazy.
I don't know either. Did somebody join?
Yes.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Here to hang out while my stream is on pause because Flesh is doing a fan. So I figured I would tune in and see what's going on and say hello. And I just saw that hypey play on stream, so let's go.
Oh my god!
But Lavin gonna secure a kill in the top side. Jimmy flashing in. Will Brooks, unfortunately, does not make it out.
Yeah, that was... I mean, Will Brooks flashed and did the E correctly, but there was just a little bit too much damage. So, just taking a lot of, I guess, harass early from this Jarvan.
Yeah, a little unfortunate here is Vi has stayed. They're repeat ganking this. Oh no, Will.
Will.
Be careful.
Oh no.
The grab misses.
Oh, it's okay,
In goes
it's okay,
Jimmy.
it's okay.
He misses the EQ knockback, and Lavin does not land the knockback as Will Brooks able to sniff that one out a little bit.
More like Lavin, more like not Landon.
Oh, he's not icy memes.
Okay. True. Oh,
as Tizzy now going to find it, going to land the Q as Will Brooks going to cut off Jimmy. Jimmy not going to be able to join this, and Tizzy going to be able to run down.
Nice.
Lavin with the pullback. Will Brooks secures himself with a return kill. Overstayed too long by Lavin.
Yeah, looking to stay on that top side. Look at all the vision on that top side of the map for the side of Austin Everett Millie lighting up the top side of the map. A lot of vision right there as Lee Sin now is going to, get a little damage here.
Event Horizon coming down, and the Q is going to miss wide to the left from Lee Sin as Literally can survive, but does take a huge trade. As we look bot lane here at this pretty large wave crashing into Tenor.
Oh. Yeah, all right. What?
Exhaust going to be used. The Q misses again, but Tenor should be able to secure the kill onto Fustus. And now the chase is on the Wallace down. He's going to get rooted. He's going to get double killed by Tenor.
Okay, let's go. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Austin Everett Millie Lights having early game abilities to punish some of these lanes. And I'm so proud of what they're doing right here. It's literally Nate.
Nate takes a tower
literally
shot.
Almost dead.
And he's going to have to be careful here. Schmack should hit 6 anytime the Q is coming out. He misses the Q and gets ignited. Schmack going to get taken down as Nate is getting away with bloody murder here. And
oh my god, and he didn't even walk back to auto him. Come on, man.
That's just things you hate to see. That's another thing
exclamation
you hate to see
point, Joe.
is the cannon dying to the minion. You also hate
exclamation
to see
point, Joe, in chat, please.
Except for that doesn't work anymore. Those have been broken for a while.
What?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal is with that, but it hasn't worked for like a year, maybe half a year. Since
guys, if we don't preserve our history, who will? Come on!
It's preserved in the emotes right now.
True.
As Tizzy gonna secure this first drake, as again Grubby Wubbies plays to that top side, secures the 3 grubs, but they will give over the early drake. But I'm liking this early game so far by Austin Everett Millie Light. They're doing a good job of moving around the map, getting kills onto the carries. As Will Brooks taking some poke here from Jimmy. Will is not level 6, so you have to be a little bit careful.
Gotta be a little bit careful.
He should get it on this wave, though, if he stays close to it.
Yeah, but he's not. He's 2 levels down now because he's just not hitting the wave.
I wonder if he keeps trying to pull it closer. I haven't actually been watching it too closely.
No, he just keeps walking up, and Jimmy keeps on harassing him, so he just walks away.
Oh, as Literally going to go in here. The Event Horizon getting used, but the stun lands on Schmack. And Schmack trying to get away. The Event Horizon, the Dark Matter comes out as Tizzy is here, but so is Lavin. And literally Nate going to pick himself up a solo kill on the Schmack.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate to not even get the Primordial Burst off. Also, Lee not level 6 at this point of the game, which is understandable. It's not 8 minutes in. That's usually when you see most of it. Is they're looking to dive here. There's no way this is real, right?
This is 100% real. As Jimmy gonna get spotted out here, and Tizzy's gonna say, "Yep, no, thank you." As never mind, they're just gonna chase Jimmy. Exclamation point Popo no longer can throw because it doesn't work. So,
God, guys, oh, they know that Popo can still throw. It's only been what, 8 seasons?
Yeah,
since
something like
Popo?
that. As Wallace Sound gonna have to flash away here. The arrow gonna get used, and Wallace Sound gets taken down. As Lavin's gonna show his face and just cue himself out of there.
Yeah, okay, a bit unfortunate that junglers are not level 6 before bot laners. Because this Lavin notwithstanding,
I mean, Lavin spent so much time in that bush top lane. That's why I think he's behind.
yeah, now just taking over 6, but it's just really, really important. Grub's going to be spawning here a little bit later. I actually didn't see who got the first one.
Oh, the first.
I guess it was
GWUWU's got the first grubs. That's Jimmy's going to go, and he is low on mana, though. Wilbrook's going to get flashed away as somebody is disconnected. And I expect the PMALCS pause any moment. There it is. Hoagie has DC'd, and now Hoagie has reconnected.
He's reconnected in our hearts.
Yeah. There we go. It's not PMALCS without a pause. Oh, and it went away. We're back live. Here we go. Yet again.
Here we go.
All right. Decent movie.
Wrong game. Yeah, actually was. Yes, I agree. I enjoyed it.
I wanted more, though.
Yeah, I definitely want more, yeah.
As my game's frozen again. Grubs are going to respawn here in about 18 seconds, as it looks like GWUWU's going to make their way over to that. They have rotated 4 members top. So 6 grubs going over again to the GWUWUs. They will get spawned. Yeah, man, they have to know this is going on.
I mean, they also, like, man, they really are to their namesakes. I love it.
Popos and keep the meat alive. Okay, good. Somebody's got to keep it alive. Seeing as the stream doesn't. Oh, Tizzy gonna come over here. He cues one of the grubs as Hoagie trying to help out. But I don't know about this, as actually goes Will Brooks. He's gonna catch Wall of Sound. Will just ult him, and into the Bolivia we go. He's chasing Wall of Sound. He's gonna get the kill as another kill goes over.
Oh, wow.
Lavin's get taken down. Schmack gets found out, though.
Someone kill a grub, man!
The grubs are still alive. They're so low. Tizzy is... oh, no. Lee Sin killed it. Yeah, Tizzy smited it. And Will Brooks trying to get away here. Will Brooks just walk in and just smack one. Oh, never mind. You're just getting chased by Jimmy. As the knockup going to land here. The shield being used. But Will Brooks not going to get out of that one as Jimmy Big Balls picks himself up. Another kill.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate that the... Seraphine ulti was used to only hit one person, and then they didn't kill someone right away. Will Brooks did not have any damage that last fight because he was sitting on a Giant's belt. And then also we're just not making use of the...
He did kill Wall of Sound in the 1v1 Death Realm.
I don't know if he killed him in the Death Realm or once he came out. I can't tell because...
It was the passive.
Because I didn't see that he had his little icon next to it.
That's a teleport by Jimmy Big Balls as Tizzy trying to get away from him. I think they're going to have to concede this Drake here as Fustus throws the Satchel Charge the opposite direction.
Narnia.
Yeah, to Narnia is probably a good description for it. As Jimmy's actually giving Tizzy away in this play. That Q as Schmack going to land the Dark Matter. They're going to try to pull it out just a little bit. But it's still there, and Tizzy hit the cube. Tizzy going in, and Tizzy steals the dragon. Pays for it with his life, but dragon secured, and the Mastery Flash just to remind them that, yes, this was mine, as Hoagie flashes out of Jimmy's ult. Very well done. Oh, but Wall of Sound's going to get rooted. Wall of Sound will not die because Lavin's right there to protect him. As literally Nate going in on the Schmack. Event Horizon does not land. As Schmack getting focused on these fights.
Yeah, it's You know, I'm glad they got the dragon. I'm also glad that nothing changes in PMALCS to where, you know, if we want the dragon, we will drop every wave for it. Even when our top laner doesn't have TP and their top laner's already here, we're still going to go for it.
Hey, they did secure it and only gave up Tizzy's life for it, so...
That is good. And PMAL, and that's the other part of PMALCS is not punishing when you have a numbers advantage, apparently.
Yeah, you know, they probably should have just turned on to Tizzy. But, oh well, as Will Brooks was able to push it away. Hoagie has found Wall of Sound. Tizzy is here. Encore coming up. A huge bomb does land, but Fustus doesn't get hit by that arrow somehow. I'm not really sure how that's possible. Lavin is going to die for that sin as Wall of Sound gets taken down by Tizzy. But here's Nate. Nate's going to get kicked back,
nice
and
kick.
Tizzy might get out. Will he get out? Oh, yes, he will not, as Nate's going to go in, and Primordial Burst here, going to secure that kill. As, we look at Jimmy stealing away a blue buff.
Yeah, this is typical top laner behavior. It's like, guys, don't worry. We may have died bot lane, but I got his blue. He's going to be so mad here in
I'm
2
up
minutes.
50 CS. I don't need this wave.
Yeah, I don't need this wave. I don't need to protect my tower from going down from some of the
Who
grubs.
cares if Mordekaiser smacking it? He doesn't have any grubs. As we're just going to Cataclysm him, and Will Brooks flashes out of it.
Yeah.
But
No,
we're
he's got
even
one
at
grub.
kills at about 15 minutes here, and this was not the case last game. So well done.
Yeah, and we're even at gold too. Like we are dead even in gold. So and then like I said, you're dead even in gold. Now you're gonna lose this Rift Herald.
Are you?
Will Brooks.
Will Brooks is here along with Tizzy.
You will definitely lose this Rift
but
Herald.
Smack's going to take the mid turret as Lily Nate's going to get trapped in the event horizon, but he's going to get hit by it. As in goes Jimmy, Tizzy. Not going to hit, so he's now found Nate. Nate's a menace as he's going to flash away from him.
Yeah, unfortunately, really good into the Seraphine champion. I know that for sure. But they got first tower mid, right? They're down in CS and some of the, down CS mid barely, even CS bot lane, but it's really just kind of a gold hole in the top lane, unfortunately.
Yeah, it would be worse if he didn't have those kills.
Yeah, it would absolutely be worse. As I can't toggle gold anymore.
Press X.
I know, I'm pressing it. I'm smacking it, actually.
I don't know. Check your bindings.
Interface. Hotkeys?
Yeah, should be.
Toggle. Show health bar, show shaman enemies. Hide
Well,
hub.
Foos is going to get hit by the enchanted arrow as the satchel charge is going to get him off the Vega Bomb coming out. But Encore will mean he comes back as Wall of Sound tries to get Hoagie in response. The Nature's Grasp is used here, but that's just going to save Wall of Sound his life as, oh, that was Tizzy, not Lavin, as Nate's coming down here as well.
Yep, this, I mean, I love that this bot lane has, oh, nice.
Nate's
Dodge.
going to take away that scuttle. That is my scuttle now, not yours, Tizzy, as Tizzy flashes past you. As the next Drake here, Infernal Drake. Infernal Drake? That doesn't seem right.
No, it's Hex Tech, or Chem Tech, excuse
That's
me.
Chemtech. I see an Infernal sign here. Or whatever.
Really?
reason. Yeah. Yeah.
I got Chem on mine.
It says Infernal on mine. I don't know what the deal is with that.
Oh, that's because you're using that overlay. They don't have the adjusted one. So, like, Chem Tech is always that, and then I think Air or Ocean is always Hex Tech.
Hextech. No, it shows the Hextech. As Jimmy's going to TP in here. If you're Will Brooks, you just have to smack this.
Oh
and
my
Jimmy
God!
Actually just TPs in and dies immediately. Oh, Jimmy. Mistakes were made.
Jimmy got some big balls for sure, but a little bit too much.
Yeah, as I think they're going to have to concede this Chemtech Drake, and they're going to ride the Rift Herald into the mid lane tower, which will take it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna give General Dill a little taste of what he's asking for in the chat. In the words of Kobe, that TP sucked. Oh, God.
Oh, but Will Brooks
That
has
was
got to be careful
awesome.
here. He better get himself out of dodge before the rest
Yeah,
of the Goon Squad comes and
I'm glad he's getting himself out of a Dodge and into a Chevy.
yeah.
Actual quality.
Yeah, because who needs
Dodges.
those crap?
Yeah,
Not me.
exactly.
I don't need my car or anything.
True.
Yeah. Anyways, at the mid state of this game, right? Like, up 3 dragons, you have a win con there with Dragon Soul for Austin Everett Millie Light. Gold, you have a slight gold lead. You're looking pretty good. 2 towers to 1.
Yeah, 2 towers to 1. They used the Rift Herald play to where they got their single tower, and then now, even though it's only 1,000 gold, Will Brooks, the best thing about the champion here for him is that even if he dies in the Death Realm, it should be a winning fight for them, because if he can, ult the jungler out to where they can secure an objective, or even ult literally Nate and just survive, and the team can win the rest of the fight without literally Nate there, who is pretty much their only DPS at this point, right?
Yeah.
I think it'll be massive for the side of Austin Everett Millie Lights.
Yeah, the threat of taking anybody to Bolivia at any point in time should matter a whole lot in team fights.
Yeah, frequent flyer miles for Mordekaiser players.
Yep,
I don't know
as
if you knew that.
Jimmy's sitting on a ward here that he doesn't know about. Gonna have to queue himself out as Baron is spawning at this moment. So, Baron on the map. Expect... I think GWUWU is going to try and press the advantage here for Baron. That seems to be their tendency, but I'm not sure.
I just don't know if they have the DPS for it.
As Lavin going to chase down Will Brooks. Will Brooks is 2 levels up.
Yeah, and that's actually been the thing, is that I think it's always so funny because in PMALCS we always want to make a lot of these plays, but I actually think in the the lower league here, if you just get a jungler, Schmack, you walked back. That was your problem.
He will use the Event Horizon to get himself out of dodge and into not a ford.
No, God, no.
Yeah.
What do we want him to do? Die? Want him to
If
be
it's a Ford
found on
Pinto,
Red
yeah.
Dead?
If you're old enough to remember that.
Yeah, I think we are the only people in here.
I know, Will Brooks would know about that. He's old enough.
Yeah, but he's not in here. He's in Bolivia.
Yeah. He's getting ready to go to Brazil.
Yeah, exactly. As Tizzy is invading right here. Not gonna be able to get out, or get the.
Yeah.
Yo, this Jarvan build is just a Nidhogg build in top lane. That's all that it is. Oh, it's so annoying. It's actually an annoying build. It's good. Yeah, with the Eclipse.
Eclipse. He has a Hex Drinker too.
Purely for those solo laners that he's playing against.
Yeah, he's gonna get shredded by Ashe later.
Which
I think is what happened when he TP'd into that.
Well, he
Dragon
TP'd in and he got rooted by Seraphine because he doesn't have Merc Treads, right? Oh, there we go.
They're going in here as the Encore will hit Wall of Sound, but Tennor's just ignoring Wall of Sound as Nature's Grass coming out. The bomb is gonna miss as Fustus stays alive, but there goes his flash. But also Tennor's flash. Tenor flashed and ghosted after him. As Nate going to say hello here and say hi as Q gonna miss wide to the right. Haha. As Will Brooks watches his tower go down to Jimmy. And that next Drake coming up here in about 30 seconds. So with no flash on Ashe, which I don't know if that was pinged. That was not pinged. Oh, yeah, it was actually. So no flash onto Ashe means that you should be looking to get onto the Ashe here as Veigar trying to get away from literally Nate. Will they collapse instead onto Wall of Sound? No would be the answer to that.
It's a bit interesting for sure.
As Will Brooks has not joined his team. He does have teleport,
Once again.
though. As Jimmy
Someone
is here
get Nate
first.
a map. I mean, someone get Will a map.
Yeah, he has a map. It's a map leading to Brazil. As Jimmy gonna go in and catch Smack, but the Mega Bomb is not gonna hit, but Tizzy is gonna get taken down with Assault Battery. As Jimmy gonna go in and get hit by the Event Horizon and Rage Cage.
Oh, here comes Will!
And in to save the day is the little Brooks. He has taken Fustus with him to Brazil. Will he take him down? The answer to that is yes. As meanwhile, the rest of the team is trying to deal with Nate. As the ultimate misses there from.
Holy shit! We can curse here, right?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Oh God!
So overall, that looks like a 2-for-1.
Yeah,
As,
I
Dragon
think Will
was
Brooks thought the Vigard was from last game because he flashed when he saw the Event Horizon go down. Oh my God!
Yeah, is Nate gonna get poked out here? Nate gonna get hit
Oh!
by the stuns, and in comes
TP,
TP from Jimmy. Jimmy gonna get onto that backline. Smack gonna drop the Event Horizon, and they're gonna be able to get away as Lavin flashes directly into it. As Will Brooks
Hit them, Will! Hit!
Smack him! Just auto that. Jimmy.
Auto them! Use your passive!
Oh, in goes Tizzy, and Jimmy gonna get slowed down by this Ashe. This Ashe is gonna shred him. Mega Bomb not gonna land, and this shenanigan fight keeps going on. But with 5 members up for Austin Everett Billy Light, they should secure the Drake.
Okay, PK2990 just made me the unhappiest person ever, redeeming no cursing. But I don't know what the cooldown is on that, so I'm going to say until the next team fight. So I'm giving you 5 minutes.
Unironically, Seraphine built a Serpent's name.
It has to, yeah. Not in this Christian live stream? Boy, do you even know the people who you're talking to right now?
Yeah, I don't know. With Help Shred, J4 Shield, Bring By, and Aurelia like to build Serix. I don't think Aurelia is building Serix, though, at this point in time. She has a Megatron.
Yeah, she's going to build Wit's End. Vi's building the Black Cleaver. I honestly just think, like, what I really want to see is, like, an LDR or something from... or I guess it's going to be the Blade of the Ruin King 3rd from the Ashe build here. It's a bit interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the lifesteal, I think, will be necessary.
Yeah, but 5-0 and 7 for the side of for Tenor, which is fantastic. Definitely needed a big game, as I felt like, I know we didn't do MVP last game. Oh, Terminus, that's right. Yeah, Terminus, that's great. MVP last game for me is definitely literally Nate on that Vigard performance.
For sure. 100% agree with that one. Double recurve, bow BF, sorry, okay.
Yeah, Terminus. Yeah, Terminus is a great item, by the way. I think it's one of my favorite items because it makes it on hit. Oh, literally Nate looking to flank right here.
Grasp being used here. Is Tizzy gonna prevent them all from getting taken down? But this Ashe is so far behind. Encore gonna go out, gonna hit 2. As the Event Horizon also being used, but Tenor's got literally Nate right on top of Lavin, gonna get taken down, but Tenor is going to die to a Mega Bomb. And there goes a lot of your DPS, but the damage is coming out. Vagar is still alive. He has got a triple kill. And Schmack not going to get wall down. Well, is he?
Can we get posted to the page?
Posted. As Fustus running away for his life, he is not going to give out the penta kill. So we will be able to post this clip to the page. Blah, 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 blah. Words.
Yeah, honestly, this is so great to see the way they play this, and then I love the way that GWUWU's focused and got onto the Ashe. But then we're 27 minutes in, and this Vigard is sitting on 650 AP, and it has not even completed the death cap yet. Nice job by Will. Fight. Yeah, he will. So we're going to be seeing over like around 1,000 AP right here. And I also want to commend Will Brooks in the back line for buying a lot of space, sending the people to Brazil like he did, has 986 AP on this Vigar right here. As we also didn't even mention after that that was their soul, which is actually really good for the likes of Seraphine and Lee Sin and Mordekaiser, with the added benefits that you get from the Chemtech soul.
Yeah, so now we're in the Baron buff. What do we think they're going to do?
I honestly
Group
think
five?
Yeah, it's probably the best, but Mordekaiser can just push, but he doesn't have TP. He actually did one of my... TP. Yeah, he used it bot lane, so you have to force mid, use Ash Arrow right now on someone, then just pop them. But they're probably waiting for the Lee Sin to come in here, as they should be able to just take down this tower.
Well, Event Horizon coming out, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow is up. As literally Nate could have dueled the Mordekaiser. I don't think Mordekaiser wins that, especially not when you run away like this. As literally Nate just going to keep going in, Q's again, and whack, 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 and down goes Will Brooks to 1,000 knives.
Yeah, like death by 1,000 cuts here as the Schmack is basing. Oh god, I hate it. You're gonna run bot lane because you think tier 2. All right, well, Ocean Everett, Millie Lights. If y'all need a coach, I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
because they're making a lot of really good plays. But the idea that's happening right here is that they're so worried about what could happen to them that they don't realize that they're the ones with the ability to actually end this game if they really wanted to. Literally, Nate is bot lane and cannot push 2 towers faster than a 4-man Baron push can.
Especially with an Ash. Healthy Ash.
Yeah.
They're going to catch Jimmy. Nature's Grasp going to come out here as Tizzy's going to eat that one for his team.
Good guy, Tizzy.
Good guy, Tizzy, as they're going to need 4 man to defend this. As Elder is coming up in about a minute.
Yeah, and that's the big problem, because we're seeing also, like, Will Brooks going top lane without TP to address a wave that's not consequential to the end of the game, and it's probably not even going to get him his item completion if he gets it. He'll probably get the components of something else right here as they use their Baron, die once, and get their mid lane tier 2 tower. And that's it.
Yeah. Will Brooks is backing at this moment. We'll probably be coming over to this dragon fight. I think this dragon fight here is for the game. Whoever gets this Elder, I think just ends it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, due to PMALCS bylaws, you must flip the game over Elder. It is...
exactly. And there's no smolder in this game, so we're not going to go on for the next, 50 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And per PMALCS bylaws, I think the team with the gold disadvantage is always at an advantage at Elder.
Exactly. And it's only a 3k deficit, to be honest. And that deficit's mostly on your tanks, so it don't matter too much. As, we're going to see here the dance around the Elder. The event cry is going to be used. Jimmy is stunned up, and Jimmy is just going to get exploded before this fight goes off. But here goes Nate in the back. Nate, will he be able to do it? No, he is stunned. Nate is going to get taken down as, I think Will took somebody to Bolivia with him, as that was Lavin, and Lavin's just going to have to run out. This is going to be Elder over to Ocean Everett, Millie Light, and they just need to run down mid lane.
Okay, thank God. My caster curse worked because I didn't want to see this game after all the good work that they've done this game for Ocean Everett, Millie Light. Please, if anyone resets who doesn't have a TP, I'm going to scream bloody murder. Just end the game, guys.
Tank this tower. Smack that turret. Take this inhib, and then just walk it in. You have the Elder buff. You can still fight. You still have Primordial Burst. For gosh sakes, an Ash Arrow comes up here in any second. End the game.
Yep, just keep on hitting, y'all. This is really, really good. We're seeing whatever team had Seraphine and Vigar just wins. So,
as Nature's Grasp will come out here, though, but Jimmy gets into the backline here. And Jimmy not getting a whole lot of damage on him, as Nate is now himself in the backline. They're kind of funneling one by one. Schmack going to pick up that kill as Jimmy. Now the next one, Tenor going to pick that one up. As in goes Tizzy, he's going to get that one. Primordial Burst here. And the bar keep going off. And I'm just going to dance at the fountain. says GG, and this will be game 2 going over to Ashen Everett. Millie Light, what a comeback. What a game.
Blah, blah, blah.
And it's
Love
not
it.
freaking Smolder doing that.
Yeah, let's go. We still just do best of 2s here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, yeah, the first loss for GWUWUs at the hands of Ashen Everett and Millie Light. Loved what they did here. And honestly, if I'm going to give an MVP this game, it's actually going to be to either, like, I would say Tizzy or Tenor. Those are my 2 right there. Probably leaning a little bit more to Tenor. But if you did exclamation point ADC, it would tell you that ADCs can't win MVP.
Yeah,
Old
if
meme still
only
checks
that
out.
thing still worked. Remember, it's
I refuse. Hold on. Wait. What about me? Hoagie, I love you. Great job.
I love you, but you didn't steal a dragon.
Yeah, you didn't steal Dragon. And you're as
Sad
pretty
face.
as Seraphine is. You're as pretty as Seraphine is, Hoagie. Don't worry.
But not to Skarner.
No. Oh, God. New Skarner's going to be great.
Obviously, it was the Mord. I mean, you did take away that Vi right at the end there. That was a good.
It was good. We need to work on your Mord mechanics, Will. Did you know that if you auto attack 3 times or do 3 abilities, it makes your passive come online? It's really, really cool.
Ouch. Yeah. Looking at this damage chart here, Veigar
Yeah, the
leading the way.
Veigar. Yeah, and actually, it's so weird because like Fustus was kind of like a non-factor, was really close to probably trying to do a lot more here because, you see the Jarvan and the Vi combination to get onto their back line, and then you just Mega Inferno Bomb on top. The point there is that he just didn't have enough damage, and literally Nate was having such a hard time trying to navigate through this team.
Yeah, which was kind of my concern in the draft, with the Irelia. There's just so much to get around here with Seraphine, with Ashe, with the Veigar Rage Cage. It was always going to be a difficult ask for him. I like that he tried it, but unfortunately, just didn't work out for him here. Are we going to do interviews? It's kind of late. I don't know if anybody wants to do interviews.
If anyone wants to do an interview, that's fine. Otherwise, thank y'all for letting me on. Love PMALCS.
I know.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it.
Oh, we're doing it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's get Tenor in here. Come on, Tenor.
We got to go to player of the game.
All right, sounds good.
Goodness, I need to stop being sick.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Congratulations on your Game 2 win.
Thank you very much. Got to pause that stream there.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you just mute it and keep going, yeah? No.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what a set of games.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So my only real questions were going into the game 1, what were y'all's thoughts heading into like draft and how to approach a team that was undefeated? And then what were your adaptations that y'all felt after playing them in game 1 that y'all felt led to this game 2 victory?
So for sure, we didn't really let the fact that they were an undefeated team get to us. It was just another one of our weekly matches. We're going in with, the same strategies that we know are working for us and the same draft plans that we know are working for us. Going into game 1, we really went back on a lot of our classic picks. That Rel, Zeri, bot lane is something that we've tried and done a lot of times. And we got a little bit just kind of outdrafted and everything collapsed around us a little bit. And going into game 2, we just simply said we have to play more engaging league. We have to be on top of it a little bit more. And so we got that more engaging bot lane. We took away the Seraphine, which became an immediate priority after game 1. A massive kudos to Fustus and the play he had in game 1. And it really just worked out well for us.
And taking away the Seraphine here is what Hoagie is saying.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that was a very good adaptation. Certainly liked it. What were the comms like when we're around objectives? Do you feel like you had really clean comms between game 1 and 2, or was there something you guys needed to clean up?
I can actually provide a funny little technical issue for number 1. I was actually muted for the majority of game 1.
Oh no.
And thanks to the amazing, calls of Tizzy, he was like, "Oh wait, we haven't heard of Lucas in a while." So he brought me back in, which was really wonderful. Focusing more on game 2, I have nothing but amazing and respectful things to say about Tizzy's calls around objectives. They kept us incredibly focused, going in for those first of all, his amazing dragon steal, and second of all, just focusing in, knowing that even though those grubs were going down, we were going to stay on dragons. Those final fights around Elder and the last dragon, I felt very confident as the backline ADC that my protection was there. The calls were coming down. Tizzy was making a plan as we went, and it resulted in a win. So
very nice. Sean, you got anything else to add, or?
No, I just really liked that we saw more proactivity and that y'all took away the Seraphine, so it was really, really nice.
Yeah, and again, I just can't stress enough. Will Brooks, Tizzy, Schmack, and Hoagie are all just fantastic teammates. I'm glad to be playing alongside them, and I look forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah,
awesome,
so
man.
This, I think, puts you guys pretty solidly into 3rd place. Looking forward into the second half of this round robin. Got any thoughts on that, or?
We have been an incredibly solid one-on-one team. Our goal is always to avoid making Tizzy do stats. That's the number 1 priority generally.
That. Yeah.
So kind of that first loss, second win vibe is what we're going for. But as we transition into later in the season, we are going to be shifting over to trying to get those double wins, firmly put us ahead, and then playoffs are going to be all focused on that dub.
Well,
awesome, man.
Yeah, congratulations on getting the hard fought 1-1, and we will see you on the flip side.
Perfect. Thank you very much for having me, gentlemen.
Yeah. And I think with that, we can mostly end the stream. I'm actually going to switch this over to Flesh, and we can basically rebroadcast.
Oh, yeah, we're going to raid?
Well, I don't know how to raid, but we're just going to rebroadcast what they're doing. I'm just going to run it from my computer. So if y'all want to stick around and listen to Flesh and Double Bacon Wrap, that's going to be your bonus PMALCS coverage. Hook 'em and Book 'em versus Flesh's Angels here, as it looks like Hook 'em and Book 'em took game number 1. So we're going to go and watch game 2. How do I switch this? This is how I do it. Oh, and I need to unmute this site. Hold on.
All right, I'm going to head out then.
Blue side,
That's
which
okay.
is pretty nice for them.
Thanks
However,
for having
we
me,
still have
Panda. It was great
priority
casting
mid,
with you again.
and you have the strongest person on your team dead. So this should be, in theory, a free Baron.
Aatrox with the flank TP. Turn on the Aatrox, kill him, and go for the Burrow. Juice is on a rampage. Here comes Ganween. He's in a little bit of trouble. They are all pulled off the Baron, though. 13 seconds on Diego's foreskin, who does have TP. They are all pulled off.
Do not get back on this Baron, or you're trolling.
Weirdly, this is like a peel for Yone angle almost. It's like, can his teammates do anything to keep him alive? If they do, he could single-handedly win fights. He TP's to the mid lane. Okay. I don't love that spot, but that's whatever. Yone going in, and everyone in the world knows he's the target. Everyone in the world knows he's the carry for Flesh's Angels. He's looking. Everyone in the world knows he's the target. Everyone in the world. Hook him and Book him. Backs off the Baron. He's looking. Onto mid turret goes Flesh's Angels. They take it down. That's a little bit of gold and a little bit of map pressure obtained there. Gragas backed up to his red buff. I guess it doesn't matter. He's super weak.
Ooh, almost connects.
And why didn't Ganween's dogs block the ulti? In goes Viego's foreskin. He's looking at Garfield Juice. Will he get him? Yes, he does, and he snaps back. Can he stay alive? Booty Hole comes in to peel for him. Viego's foreskin with a big ulti. He ultis 3. Can he survive this though? No! There are 3. Does that practically 1 HP? Explosive cast takes him out. Nature Dan going in. Nature Dan going down. It is 3 for 1 in favor of Flesh's Angels. Will they Baron? Will they just siege mid? I don't know, but that was a hell of a fight for Viego's foreskin. 3 for 1.
Yeah, I think you easily just take mid here, kill the Aatrox, rotate back to Baron, like no brainer. Yeah, I think you easily just take mid here.
Hook my book is dead.
Say offset timers. Well, I would not be pushing here. I'd be rotating right back to Baron.
I think I would as well. We'll see if they get punished for the overstay. Looks like they're a little split here. Ganween's recalling. See if they get punished for the overstay. Looks like they're a little split here. Ganween's recalling. Okay.
Man, that could have been a free Baron. Sheesh.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Offset timers like still has 12 seconds on Hooky.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Missed opportunity. We'll see if it comes to bite him in the booty.
Oh, and this is Soul though coming up for Hookem and Bookem.
See if it comes to bite him in the booty.
Oh, and this is Soul though. Obviously they know it. Obviously Flesh's Angels know it. Viego's foreskin is level 16. He has 2 levels on everyone in the game. I like that he has not stopped farming.
On the opposite side of the map, however, no TP with Soul Point coming up. A little scary. It's starting to make its way down, it looks like, though.
30 seconds to get there. At least he's moving now. Good. Syndra TP. They gotta play around the Yone. Yone has to make good decisions.
God, if Viego's foreskin would have left 3 seconds earlier, that was a dead Syndra. That was such a risky.
Oh, they're turning on Viego's foreskin. This does not look good for Flesh's Angels. He's going to try to ulti out, but Trundle's going to interrupt it, or rather step in the way of it, and that is bad news bears for Flesh's Angels. Booty Hole looks for a potential counter engage, but has to flash away. I think you just give the Cloud Soul. Booty Hole looks for a potential counter engage.
Agreed.
Give the Cloud Soul.
Agreed.
Ooh, Butasaurus eats a Morgana binding into a Cinder stun, into a Morgana ulti, into a dead AD carry, into a dead Nesh from the Ignite. Oh, bad becomes worse for Flesh's Angels. That's Cloud Soul picked up. And will they run straight to Baron? Booty Hole's in Netherland. Neverland. But she's wasting the time of Hookem and Bookem, who should have sprinted straight to Baron. Instead, they're on a wild goose chase for the support. Okay. I'm going to almost say worth for that. They're going to have 4 up in a matter of 10 seconds. Yone is alive. Trundle is not there. Hook my book, I assume, is just going to die. Then again, nice Cinder Stun over the wall. Nice Morgana binding over the wall. I wonder if Viego's foreskin should have, like, QSS or something. That's in chain CC to death. But the Baron will apparently go over to Hookem and Bookem. Just looking real tough for Flesh's Angels at this point. Malcolm, Seismic Beam is at 7, 0, and 10 on the Syndra. Really, really impressive ability to not die on a champion that is immobile and squishy. Really impressive. Oh, the godly pillar from Nature Dan pins Nesh against the wall, and his champion just freaks out. Oh my god. That was a god. I love when I get Anivia walls like that, where the champion just sort of stutters back and forth and can't move. Oh man. The champion just sort of stutters back and forth and can't move. All right, so Hookem and Bookem has Baron. They have Cloud Soul. They have a 2. It's a 2K-ish gold lead. Viego's foreskin trying to get some side lane pressure. Sometimes the best answer to pressure is making pressure of your own. And so we'll see if this strategy works. There's some really promising flank TP wards for Viego's Foreskin as well. So I wonder if he's keeping his eye on him. Oh no, Nesh gets caught, and Seismic Beam is legendary. Makes some sense for Yone to just take a turret here, finish his Jock Show, and then maybe look to fight around Nexus when Nesh is back up. I don't know. Nesh is pretty weak. Hook my book flashing in aggressively onto Ganween, but he's gonna get caught by 3 members of Fwesh's Angels. And so he's going to go down. It's now a 4v4. Yone finishes his Jock Show. He's on 4 items now. And is he looking for a flank TP? No, he's going to run straight out of Fountain. Booty Hole looks for an engage, does not find one, gets hit with the Caitlyn ult. Diego's Foreskin looking for an angle here. Goes on the Caitlyn, ulties the Caitlyn. But so much CC, gets E'd by the Syndra, and this game might be over, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, the damage there.
Seismic Bean is super giga legendary at 2-0-2. Nature Dan is at 11-3-10. Ladies and gentlemen, game 2 is going to go over to Hook'em and Book'em. That is a hard-fought, very competitive 2-game series that goes 1-1 between Hook'em and Book'em and Fwesh's Angels.
You know I gotta hit him with it. Viego's Foreskin being so far ahead, this man had to have been paid off. You gotta check his Venmo. We already know. This man had to have been paid off. You gotta check his Venmo.
Tough.
We already know.
Tough summoner. Very tough. Tough summoner. Very tough.
All right, if you're still here at PMALCS, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. What is the MMR range for Black Division? It ranges from anywhere from Iron all the way up to Platinum. Range for Black Division. It ranges from anywhere from Iron. So, Fifth Horseman, if that answers your question. Yeah. No problem. Have a nice evening, everybody, and we will see you next time on PMA LCS.